I've become a Portland cliche. I am now officially polyamorous, so okay, less clapter there, but we love it. Thank you for your support, all 5 of you. I have 2 boyfriends. That's fun. Men were not my first choice, but that's how it worked out. And I say that because I am pansexual. I am, and basically what that means is I'm bisexual, more annoying about it. Yeah. I explained it to my father as it's not something you would believe in. And if I'm gonna be a little bit crass, it's just that I suck dick and I eat pussy and I'm really pretentious about it. Oh, God. That was pretty much all I had prepared. No, I'm kidding. Oh, gosh. I love comedy, except I don't love listening to straight men doing comedy all the time. Because, sometimes they love to... I'm just like, stay in your lane sometimes, because straight men will tell jokes about eating ass. And the punchline is inevitably that something about pink eye, And I've eaten a lot of ass. I've never gotten pink eye once, ever in my life, from eating ass. You're more likely to get pink eye from touching a doorknob. That's the truth. And I have to ask, if you're eating ass and getting pink eye, you're probably doing it wrong, right? Right? Are you down there giving butterfly kisses? I don't think that's how you do it. I told myself this would be a clean set. And then, I faltered. I'm addicted to being dirty. But I want to be a clean comedian. I do. I really do. Because I want to be booked at churches and farms and wineries. But nobody's doing that for me. And I tried to think back to a time when I was clean. And it's basically when I was a child. That's my pre-slut era. And yeah. But as a kid, I was a weird kid. I would throw these stuffed animal parties where I'd pile all of my stuffed animals on a couch and I'd give them construction paper masks and I'd give them all names and I'd throw balloons on them. And when I realized that, I was oh no, how did my parents not know? How did they not know I'd grow up to be a fucking pervert? I'm throwing eyes wide shut orgies for my teddy bears. That's not okay. Oh, I really want another beer right now. I have to be honest with you. It's fine. Listen, it's summer, but you know what? Depression can still happen. I want to drink, and I love beer especially because I'm obsessed with the concept of chugging beer. It's one of my favorite things in life because it is the only time that straight men get it. Fuck. All right. Cancel me. I love beer. Beer is my favorite thing to drink. I love chugging beer because it is the only time in life that straight men get excited about competitive swallowing. Hit my punchline. Thank you. Listen, I did that. I sabotaged myself for the sake of my students so that you think they're the funniest people in the world because I think they're the funniest people in the world, and I'd love to introduce you to all of them. Are you ready for that? Are you ready? They are the future. They're the future. Throw me in a dumpster. Okay. So... without further ado, are you ready? Then make it even louder than you just made it for Lindy Tongo!
Hello, Curious. How we doing? Good. Solid good in the front row. Nice. I'm good too. I got really stoned last night, per usual. And sometimes when I'm really stoned, I turn into a little bit of a film connoisseur. So the film connoisseur in me decided to select the classic 2008 hit indie film, Twilight. Yeah, oh yeah, and as I was watching the classic 2008 hit indie film, Twilight, I had a lovely revelation. Being a vampire in Forks, in the Twilight universe, is a lot like being a queer POC in Oregon in real life. It is. Hear me out, okay? Vampires and queer POCs alike, our skin sparkles in the sunshine. We are always glowing, smash nose, hell yeah. Also, we are welcome and allowed to go most places, but pick the wrong place and people will fucking stare constantly at you. And we hate it. We hate the staring. Don't stare at us. We're just shy little guys. Vampires and queer POCs. You know. And, you know, my partner and I, we went to a wedding recently. A straight wedding. Yeah, I know. A straight wedding in Redmond, Oregon. And when I fucking tell you... Yeah, we got some O's, okay. Honestly, though, when I tell you that every single time I looked up, there was a different angry white Christian face just like staring me down, it was horrifying. But you know, that's the life, I guess. Just don't stare at us. We're so cute, but don't stare. My favorite comparison, though, between vampires and queer POCs is that we do not age. We don't. We are just timeless little faces here. And, you know, it's wonderful. We got some queer POCs in the audience right now and some vampires, I think. Look around. Look around and admire, you know? Acknowledge our self-preservation, both externally and internally. And then stop staring, because we hate staring. What did I just say? You're looking around. I saw someone over there looking around. Kiki. Anyway, sorry, I love the tension. I love making people tense. It's my way of self-preservation. Yeah. Anyway, I found out recently that I apparently have some red flags. Y'all don't seem very surprised. Fuck you. Fuck you, that is so rude. It caught me really off guard, okay? I'm sure I knew somewhere like deep down that I had red flags. But it's hard to see what there is to see when you know that what you're going to see isn't what you want to see. You see? See. Yeah? I lost some of you. I'm so sorry. That was so rude of me just to assume that everyone in here knows basic Spanish. See in Spanish means yes. So when I said it's hard to see what there is to see when you know that what you're going to see isn't what you want to see. You see? See. That last C meant yes. Love being on the same page. So anyway, back to my red flags. There's one in particular that's been really standing out lately, and I think it's probably the reddest and the flaggiest of my red flags. And that red flag is that I heart Justin Bieber. I do. I heart the boy, and thank you for the clap. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It's not like an attraction thing. I am not attracted to Justin Bieber. It's not like an envy thing. I do not want to be him. And it's not even like a friend thing. Like if he came up to me tomorrow and was like, "You want to be friends?" I'd probably be like, "No." But thanks, I guess. I don't know what it is. I like the guy, and I wish the world had been a lot nicer to him. And I also wish that he had said the N-word way less. I feel like 0 times probably would have sufficed. Yeah. Truth be told, I actually had another joke to follow this about another group of people who should not be saying the N-word. White 10th grade lit teachers during a To Kill a Mockingbird unit in school. Oh yeah, okay, I tried this joke out on my comedian friends, and it is a bit too real for the liberals of Portland. You silly geese. There's that tension again, I can feel it. I love it. I could eat that tension up every single day. No. I like to play with tension. Truth be told, I'm a little bit sadistic when it comes to like my interactions with like homophobia and racism, really any sort of adversity. It's just fun, you know? Like if it's gonna hurt, make it fun. Yeah, I don't know. I work at a coffee shop, and there's a lot of homophobic poop faces that walk on through the door. And I have found that the best way to repel these homophobic poop faces is by making them so tense and so uncomfortable that they leave. And the best way to do that is by blasting faggy pop songs on repeat over the loud cafe speakers until they just vanish. It's perfect. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I have found that queer music written by queer artists, it's just far too advanced for their teeny tiny little minds. Like, I could never scare them off with, like, Satanist by Boy Genius, you know? Like, maybe they'll catch the word Satan, maybe not. It's too good. It's too advanced. But have no fear. There is a song that works every single fucking time. It's dumb enough that they understand the message. It's seemingly gay enough that they know they hate it. But it's catchy enough that they have to listen to it every single time it plays. And that song is I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry. Sorry about that. Ugh. Actually, no, I'm not. That song is so homophobic. Ugh, way to fetishize us. Come on, Katy. Ugh, fighting homophobia with more homophobia. Yeah. Ooh, tough crowd. Anyway, I'll leave you with one more joke. It's really bad, so are you ready for this? Are you ready? Okay. How did the dolphin ruin the comedy show? With echolocation. Thank you all so much. I've been Lindy Tongo.
Echolocation. Give it up again for Lindy Tongo. All right. Are you ready to keep this show going? Yeah, I'm not just singling you out. I'm doing crowd work with my friend. It's fine. Are you all ready to keep this show going? Yes. Make it just as loud as you just made it again for Erin Sano.
After the week, oh my god. Hey, how is this going, everybody? My name is Aaron. I think the introductions are in order, you know. I use they, them, and ours pronouns. Yeah. I'm a generous person, you know. I like to share things with you, you know, like my snacks or appetizers on the table, like you can sip on my drinks, and I will share my traumas to you. You know, there's no escape from that. It's at least a group project, you know. Yeah, but if you're guessing it correctly, I am fabulous, and I dress up so nicely. But I'm also from a different country, and I came from Turkey, but if you're a fan of Thanksgiving, Turkey. You know, the people ask me about, you know, the why I am here, why I chose to come in the United States. Unfortunately, you haven't bought me a drink yet, so we are gonna skip past that. But I came in here because like there's some opportunities in there, and overall my life is better. You know, my depression is with medication right now. My therapy is with groups, and my porn comes with VR. So pretty well, you know, the balanced, you know, the exchange in my opinion. But I am I also identify as a pansexual cheese-loving imp with a dungeon. And you know, the dungeon is for the cheese because you need dark, climate control, safe space for cheese to mature, you know? And you know, the people ask, you know, what people are you gonna use this dungeon with? Like, I am looking for a Lucifer to serve and Lilith to get pegged by because they have great healthcare. And you know, if you are curious about, you know, what is the relationship dynamic is going to be in this exchange, you know, when you make a sandwich, where do you put the cheese? Like if you're going cheese, bread, cheese, I like your style. I wish there were more of me, but there's only one, you know? But I have a problem with the name pansexual because it does not annoy bisexuals enough. And I... And I believe we can confuse them even further by naming that pisexual. Because everybody loves pie, and if you're nerdy enough, you can take it literally. Because like similar to pie, when you try to explain what a pansexuality is, it will go on and forever and ever and ever and ever with a never-ending loop, you know? But if you take things, you know, the hypothetically and everything, the pies comes in different pots, pans, shapes, and sizes, you know? And they come in sweet flavor, savory, and most importantly, cream. If you're guessing that I am single, you will be right on the money. You should do a fortune telling. But most important thing is that I am not lonely. I am just alone, you know, alone with my cat. And I have spent so much time with her that I think I have learned important lessons. One of the most important lessons that I have learned is that sleep. Sleep whenever you can. Does not matter you have to fix like a $1 million bug or something like that in your work. Don't worry, just sleep. Everything will fix itself. Maybe eternal sleep? Who knows? And second of all, if somebody is annoying you, you should just sit on them. Like, yeah. I cannot tell you, you know, use your imagination at this point. But, you know, being alone, like I'm still trying to date. Dating is hard, we all know it. But, you know, it's all about managing your expectations. Like managing, you know, what you wanted to get out of the relationship, managing your, you know, hey, you want the blonde, you need to settle for a brunette. Or you wanted to, you know, the tall person, you need to settle for a short king. Or, you know, you're expecting an 8-inch, but you need to settle for a 4, you know. But, you know, other than adjusting the expectation, understanding the red flags is another feature, you know. For me, I have identified one of my biggest red flags. And to be honest, like, if you did not shit yourself when you're adult, that's such a red flag. You did not make even single bad decision at 3 a.m. and you did not get a taco from a taqueria that you did not know? What kind of a life are you living? Like, what kind of a safety there is? But yeah, and I am going on to the dating apps and just trying to manage my life. Is like, I'm a poly person, and it's so that I need to go through the multiple apps and just see what's out there to engage in. And when I see, you know, the apps, like it can be determined by Tinder, is cold case files, Grindr, most appropriate moment that can be ever notified, you will get notified. OkCupid, hey, do you want to dump your trauma before the date? Cool, great. eHarmony, hey, you're a Christian white woman that wants a baby like America funds genocide, so good for you. Then, like, I settled for a Hinge. You know, the Hinge has the most compatible feature out there. They have the, you know, hey, this is your most compatible feature. You know, most compatible person. You and they, you and them will get along greatly. But we talked about expectations and the stress about dating. Nobody prepares you to see your therapist dating profile. Like how you can react that, you know, like first of all, you're lucky, you have already dumped your trauma, so the hard work is already done. And even though they're lactose intolerant, you know, you can eat all the cheese in the relationship. But I could best explain the situation as going through the 5 stages of grief. You know, the first, denial. I cannot believe my most compatible person is my therapist. In the world out there, I match and find them. And then the denial, anger, depression, bargaining, and acceptance, yes. Anger, I have just gone ahead and masturbated it, and that was done. And I have, the denial, the anger, depression. You're depressed, we already got that. Bargaining, like how this deal can work out, we found each other perfectly without dating apps. We got this. And the acceptance. With the acceptance, you have to find a perfect opening line. It is, how did this make you feel? I am all for role reversals, but it is too early. But what I can say is that I uncovered that our insurance will pay for the date. So that's good. This has been me. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Aaron Seno! Oh my gosh, I have to say, on behalf of all pansexual, polyamorous, non-binary people, we don't all wear overalls. It's just Aaron and I, and that was a pure coincidence. We did not plan that. All right, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Are you ready? You better be ready. Get ready. You got to do the thing again. I'm gonna make you do the thing again. Oh my God, I'm so excited for your next comedian. I'm so excited. Please make some noise now for Brian Govender.
Hi. This outfit, right? I say to myself every morning, Brian, you're a comedian. You don't need to be this thick. I do, though. I do. And I am. Hi. I'm gonna tell you about myself since you guys are all here to see me. I have a husband. He's so great. He's also so old. He's twice my age. Yum, right? It's great. He likes younger men. I like not having student debt. We're basically a Disney movie. And when we got together, I asked all the normal questions, right? Are we compatible? Will my friends like him? Can I identify the signs of a stroke? Yeah, I'll be vulnerable for a second. I asked a friend, hey, when someone has a stroke, you smell toast, right? And I just saw this look of horror on her face because she knew what I was asking. And I was asking if I would smell toast. And I'm gonna be honest. It is so freeing to find out that you're just a little stupid. You're unstoppable after that. And I was actually really surprised how supportive people in my life were. I was prepared for all the bad things you could get. I threw it out to the group chat. Hey, I'm dating someone twice my age. And I just got back. That tracks. And I responded, what the fuck does that mean? And I'm gonna pull over for a second. As a PSA, if a gay person is having a dramatic moment and you ruin it, that's a hate crime. Anyways, back to the thread. They responded, you were always horny for Gandalf. And I responded, I wasn't horny for Gandalf. I just like the relationship between Frodo and Gandalf. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. And this from Lord of the Rings. We remember Lord of the Rings. It's been a while. Frodo was the Hobbit. I think Gandalf sold essential oils. I'm not really sure. And a recap of Lord of the Rings, since it's been a while. It's 6 to 12 hours between regular or extended of white people in New Zealand in armor fighting minorities. Cinema, that's finest. And I love their relationship, not just because of the age difference. And they actually shared very little screen time. But when they did, Gandalf was always mad at Frodo. Love. He showed up with gifts. Love even more. And at the end of the movie, they take a trip together. Bitch, sign me up. Oh, he's amazing. And we have like this amazing marriage. We have just like one thing, which I think a lot of us can relate to, driving. And it's my driving, because I'm bad at it. Yeah, I'm really bad at it. And I'm bad at it because I don't want to be good at it. Because I don't think you have to be good at transit. Of all the things. Am I gonna die in my Subaru Crosstrek? Yeah. And I don't have a coexist bumper sticker, so I'm going to hell. Which is how religion works. Oh, I'd be good at transit. The only reason to even be in a car is to listen to Chapel Rowan and to cry. And when you do them both together, you're not driving, that's therapy. Thank you, I love that joke so much. My dad actually taught me how to drive. And he would say things like, Brian, hold your wrist straight on the steering wheel. Brian, watch out for pedestrians. Brian, don't close your eyes when you turn. Hold your wrist straight? Someone is not an ally. I recently hit a parked car, but I left my insurance. I'm a hero. I had to think about it, though. Because it was in Lake Oswego. And we all know that's a bad place full of bad people. Good, you're on my side. And why I had to think about it? All right, go on a journey with me. On June 29th, 1969, Marsha P. Johnson threw a shot glass in the Stonewall Inn because she was tired of police harassment. And that started the gay rights movement. I hit a mid-sized sedan in a Lake Oswego parking lot because I wasn't paying attention on July 3rd, 2024. Are we doing the math, people? Like, what if my accident was the start of a lesser important but equally gay rights movement? Which is what I explained to the woman at State Farm. And she told me I was 100% at fault. And asked if she could get off the call. Wrong about another ally. I'm really hoping comedy works out for me because I think it'll be really embarrassing if I have to keep using my master's in finance. See these arms? Like, what the fuck? Oh, and I'm not good. I'm not good at the corporate thing. I'm not. Once I'm to a direct supervisor, I referred to myself as fun-sized. Which in a corporate setting is just too honest. And frankly, too brave. And I found myself code switching a lot. Code switching, I'll explain, there's lots of white people here. You change your tone or language to better suit an environment. And I'll give you an example. Sometimes I'll get an email and it'll be like, Brian, you didn't do your job. And my first reaction would be, hey, bitch ass, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I better not see you in the kitchen or I'll neck chop you. But instead, I say, thank you for your email. Because I'm an ally. All right, thank you all.
Keep it going for Brian! Oh my gosh. The future is bright. I love it. And I'm sorry. I'm sincere. I'm sorry. I'm being sincere now. Apologies. I'm being sincere. I was backstage. Amy, stop. I can hear you. Yeah, so I was backstage and one of my students was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, I just get anxious on behalf of all of you because I want everything to be good. I just do. And we're having a good time, right? We're having a good time. Okay, if you're not having a good time, lie to me, please, because like I need it to be good for them, and I need you to make it good, and by that I mean clap and make a lot of noise for your next comedian. Get ready for Max Michaels.
Hi. It's 2003. I'm 19 years old and tired of trying to date bi-curious straight girls. I want to try online dating. Oh, there's a site that's just for gay folks. Nice. Hi there, Pussy Eater 69. Sup? I'm Roxy Girl because I like Riot Girl and also show tunes. Winky face, you seem like you're real cool. Would you want to go out? We'll get along super well. I can tell because we both like Nietzsche and pizza. Then Superhero replies, hey, Roxy Girl, how are you? But how do I know that you're not some gross old dude? Send me a pic, we'll chat a bit, and then we'll make a date. Shit. It's 2003, and I don't know how to upload a photo to a computer. So I asked Pussy Eater 69 for her home address and snail mail her a photo from my senior prom. Then we plan a date. I don't have dental dams and I've never used them, but I want to be prepared, so I take a roll of saran wrap from my mom's house. Then I'm walking up to her place. My vagina's doing backflips and lube is spilling down my purse, and then the door opens. It's some middle-aged dude. He's got my photo in his hand. Hast thou forsaken me and my sweet lonely clitoris? Fuck. So he says, okay, hun, it's really her. And out walks Pussy Eater 69. I say, hi, I'm Max. She says, hey, I'm Zahara. This is my dad, James. We shake hands. I compliment her shoes. He says, would you like to sit down? Dad sits between us. Pussy Eater won't make eye contact with me. So I leave. I nope the fuck out of Daddy Dyke and me date night. I was Pussy Hungry 69. But that was fucking weird. A couple months later, I enter my douchebag phase. I get an apartment with a couple friends, and we have a housewarming party. I still have not managed to have casual sex with a girl yet, but I did just get a bottle of coconut rum with my fake ID, so I am ready to party. In walks some blonde rando, turn up the heat. Every straight guy falls at her feet. Who brought this blonde rando sorority girl into this queer chaos? Welcome to my world. I go to blonde rando and offer my rum. Memories fuzzy after that, but it must have been fun because then blonde rando is naked in my room. She says she likes my tongue ring. That feels like a cue. It's happening! I'm 19 and tipsy. Totally cringy. Come on, 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 come on. And then blonde rando gets dressed in a flash. I never caught her name, but I caught that ass almost. Being 19 and douchey. Oh, she left her bra and it's just my size. Score!
Keep it going for Max Michaels! Oh, I had to check whether that was on. Hi. So we're going to go to a short intermission. I should have warned you all, but you know, grab another drink, go to the bathroom, smoke, do whatever you need to do, and then come back for more comedy. Yay, thank you for being here. And give it up for Max again. Sorry if I forgot to say that. Give it up for Max. Keep giving it up for Max. I'm going to hide in shame if I forgot to do that.
Once again, please welcome back to the stage your host, Joe John Sanchez
Gosh, hello, hi, hello. It's me. Oh my God. Welcome back from intermission. Did anyone do anything fun? Okay, that was my attempt at crowd work. Crowd work is something that we cover in advanced stand-up here at Curious Comedy Theater. Is this a plug? Maybe it is. Maybe post-intermission, I'm doing a commercial. And who better to do a commercial with than intro to stand-up comedy instructor Amy Sinclair. Before you speak, I must say, I have given Amy permission to do one joke. And it has to be good because the stakes are high. Early bird registration for intro and advanced stand-up ends tonight. And if Amy does not do a good joke, we're fucked. Okay, good luck, Amy.
All right, give it up for your host, Joe John Sanchez III. Oh, yeah. That's right. I am going to be teaching intro to stand-up, a little bit about me to help you get to know me. I am a bad girl. Yeah, I'm a bad girl. I'm a bad girl. I commit crimes. Bad girl. For example, I'm actively committing tax fraud right now. Yeah. There's nothing holding my important papers in my corkboard. Tax fraud. Do we get it? Oh no.
Amy, that was a little intro comedy. Can you do one that's advanced?
Okay, sure. About my vagina. So sex is weird for me because I have a little thing called vaginismus. And is there any man out there who wants to try to guess and tell me what that is? No? Oh, we're being cowards? Good. I like it when men are quiet. It's like chicken soup for the soul. It's very comforting when you guys do that. Vaginismus is not when my pussy celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ. It's not. What vaginismus actually is a condition where on the outside of my labia there is a troll that guards the entrance that says, "Before you may enter the pussy, you must answer riddles 3. Riddle 1. What color will your balls be after a night with Amy?" Oh, it hurts when you get it so fast. Yeah, it's not my fault though. I'm fun, I'm hot, I'm sexy, I'm beautiful, I'm a good time, I'm a pleasure to have in class. If I am class, I do mean have sexual relations with. That joke is weird when I'm plugging a class that I'm teaching. It's not usually the case. I'm not fucking my students. I want to make that very clear. In fact, through this joke, I want to make it very clear that I'm not fucking anyone at all. But it's not my fault, though. Blame Fergus. Fergus is the troll. You call him Fergussy if you're nasty. Yeah. What vaginismus actually is a thing that sometimes happens like after certain cancers or after certain traumas. It's where penetration is painful because of the way the muscles contract. And how I ended up with this is actually that there was a guy that I dated, and he kept saying, "You're so wet, you're so wet." And I'd be like, "Yeah, my face." See, it's a dark joke. I know. I don't do that joke for everyone, okay? I don't. And I know I'm about to get so corny. I'm so sorry. But one of the reasons I like doing comedy is because I feel that it takes power back over your narrative, and you get to do it in a fun and silly way. Yeah. It's really, I think it can be really magical and really powerful. I don't usually do this part. I don't usually talk about what vaginismus actually is. I like just talking about a troll because that's very silly and very stupid. And also, I get to reshape the narrative now. It's no longer about what happened to me. It's about what I am doing about it and making you all laugh. And I love that. So, if you would like to learn and to grow and whatever, please come and take my intro class. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to tell dark jokes. That's not what it's all about. You can just talk about your life and get to experience getting people to laugh at you, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, have fun. I'll tell one joke and then I'll leave so that it's not on a weird note. Is that okay?
I give you permission.
Thank you. Like I said, I haven't had sex in a while. It's been so long that I'm just glad that vaginas aren't use it or lose it. Like an earring, the hole closes up after a while. Because at this point, I'd have to get my pussy repoked at Claire's. Doesn't sound good. Sounds like I'd walk out with a green clit. The Claire's girlies know. All right, you guys ready to keep this thing going? Make it loud for your host, Joe John Sanchez III.
Stop it. Stop it. Keep it going for Amy. Keep it going for Amy. Amy got vulnerable and advanced. I will be teaching advanced comedy at Curious Comedy Theater. Early bird registration ends tonight. Anyways, sorry, I was taken over by a spirit. And now the spirit is telling me to make it loud for your next performer. Make it loud. Get in the zone. Get in the zone. Are you ready? You better get ready, because she is ready. Make it loud for Kiki!
Okay, you're too young for Flashdance? Hello, friends and future lovers. You don't know, it could happen with one of you or all of you. Ladies, later. I'm so happy to be here with you guys tonight. There is no place I'd rather be on a Thursday night. The only other place I could be, no one would be paying any attention to me at all. My cats are so aloof. I have forgotten to introduce myself. How rude. Thank you, ADHD. ADHD is the condition that makes you forget to take the medicine to treat the condition. I have mixed feelings about that because I don't really like poisoning my body with drugs. That's what alcohol is for. So my name is Kiki, before I forget again to introduce myself. And I gave that name to myself. Thank you. Because my parents don't get to define who I am. Thank you. And also they're dead, so they don't know about it. That's a middle-aged person telling a parental rebellion joke. Somehow that works, doesn't it, Portland? Soon after I gave myself the name Kiki, I learned that Kiki means vagina in Filipino. And I'm like, no wonder I like that name so much. I feel like that makes it sound like I'm about to go down on myself. But I only do that when I'm home alone. So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. And to be clear, I did not put the cat in the bag. It walked in there with its own 4 feet. But I'm going to tell you my secret. I am middle-aged. Thank you. Thank you. I know I'm in the middle because I'm going to live to 104. Smack dab in the middle. I know you guys would be surprised to learn that I'm a cat person by looking at me. Shocking, right? Wow, surprising. But I don't like cats at the exclusion of dogs. I also like dogs, right? In fact, I like dogs so much I was thinking of getting a dog. And then my friend told me, you're not allowed to get a dog. And I'm like, why not? And she's like, because dogs are for people who like to go outside. So I like cats and I like staying inside. Ipso facto, I like plants. Because I gotta breathe, right? So sometimes I like to treat myself, and so I go to the nursery to buy a new plant, and I'll find like the most beautiful plant I can find, and I'll pick it up and I'll go, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I cannot wait to take you home and watch you die a slow death. That bit goes over way better at the plant store than it does at the cat store. So I am a middle-aged, divorced, atheist, pescatarian, lesbian, cat lady. Trying stand-up comedy. Otherwise known as the life of the party. Or lonely. Oh my God, that took like all of my energy. Some people think the phrase pescatarian lesbian is redundant. Like those things are synonymous, Those people don't have my refined palate. Like I can tell a Pinot Blanc from a Pinot Gris. And also, when I tip an oyster into my mouth, I don't feel like I touch my tongue to the end of a 9-volt battery. That's a pussy eating joke. Okay. That's what it feels like to me. So I mentioned that I'm divorced. I'm happily divorced. Thank you. I really like girls. I just did not like that one. So at my age, I've been trying to date in my 50s. And I have to say, I don't feel like I have the same assets to bring to the table that I had when I was younger. For example, when I was your age. You sat in the front row, so lucky you. And really, all good stories contain the phrase, when I was your age. But when I was your age, if I liked a girl, maybe I would have texted her, a titty pic. I'm just kidding, we didn't have cell phones when I was your age. Instead, I would have pedaled over to her house on my penny farthing, carrying an oil painting of my bosom. I would have placed the oil painting into her coal chute, which in this case is not a euphemism. It's where you put the coal for the house. An oil painting is too big to fit in the letterbox. And also, I wouldn't want the smut to be discovered and for the girl I like to be burned at the stake. Again. The last time someone was burned at the stake was in like the 1600s. So that joke kind of makes it sound like I'm an immortal lesbian vampire who can go down on herself, which we can. Like Lindy, the vampire from earlier. Anyway, that was so inappropriate. Anyway, when I like a girl now, I still try to impress them, but since I can't send a titty pic, I just send a screenshot of my FICO score. Thank you, that's my time.
Keep it going for Kiki! Oh my God. I do have questions. Coal chute. What is that a euphemism for? Is that front or back? Which one? Okay, is that inappropriate? I'm sorry, but I have to ask questions. That's what comedy is all about. Curious Comedy Theater. No, I'm kidding. All right, are you ready for your next comedian? Yes. Keep up that energy right now for Michael Koopman.
Hello. I've been loving freaking out straight people recently, especially when they say a word like baguette. And I'll be like, ooh, you can't say that word. And then I just watch them spiral. And they're like, I said baguette. I said baguette. Did I say did I say baguette? Did I say you fucking baguette? No, I said baguette. And I'm like, it's not my job to school you. Just makes me laugh. I like it. I actually love the word faggot. I think it's a great word. I enjoy it, especially like let's say I'm at a like public park and like a frisbee lands at my feet, and I hear some like voice over there being like, "Bro, throw me that fucking frisbee." I'm like, "Not this faggot. I'm not doing that. You can come and get it. You don't want to see that." Yeah. So I've been doing therapy lately. Pro therapy. And this therapist is in person, which I love. And the first time I went, she like showed me around. She gave me a tour of the space, and she was like, "So, here's the bathrooms, and here's the tea room, and here's the room we'll be working in." And I was like, "God, this place is lovely." So the next time I went into the tea room, I made some tea, and then went into my session. And my therapist was like, "You made tea?" And I was like, "I did. Made some chamomile. I'm ready. And then I got into this routine where then the next time I'd go make some tea. And then I kind of started realizing that every time I did that, my therapist would like mention it. And like every time she would mention it a little bit more weird, she'd be like, you made tea again." I did. And I'm ready to talk. And it took me way too long to realize that this was not like a communal tea room. This was like their staff break room that I was not allowed in. And like, there were so many signs that I just ignored. Like, I'm taking tea out of a bin that says Brenda. And I didn't even think twice. And I was like, "Yep, making tea." And like, there's like people in there like having a meal. And I'm like waiting for my session being like, "Your chili smells really good." Do you ever like put cinnamon in it? You don't want to talk? That's fine. Just, have your chili time. I get it. They probably think I'm fucking crazy. And so like, I can't stop doing it because then I would have to admit that I'm wrong, and that's like too embarrassing. So I have to like keep this charade going and like steal tea from these therapists who like bought it with their like hard-earned therapy money. So I think eventually I just have to like never go back. So therapy's not going well, and that's okay. So yeah, speaking of me being like a ding dong, I went to a food cart pod recently, and I was with some friends, and I was excited. There was this like cart people were talking about, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go try it." So I went up to this cart, and like, okay, I wasn't drunk, but I was like, something else. And like, I was like reading the menu, and I was like, there's something in this menu that I don't know what it is. And it was like, the cart was like Korean American fusion, like in burritos. And I was like, sounds amazing. And I was like, I had to ask the lady, I was like, what is Comez? And she was like, "I'm sorry, what? Can't hear you." And I was like, Comez, like, is that like a protein? And for some reason I like pictured it being like a salted pork. I don't know why. And she was like, "What?" And I was like, well, it says it in like everything. Like it says like Comez with rice and beans and like Comez with a salad. And she looked at me and I looked at her, and she like stuck her head out the window to like look at the menu to be like, are we looking at the same fucking menu? And I was like, oh, that's just the word comes. Comes with rice and beans, comes with a salad. Cool. And like my friend's behind me, and I look at her and she's just like, wow, Michael. Wow. So I can't go back there. And now that I've told you all, I don't think I can come back here. So thank you for listening. That's all I got.
Keep it going for Michael Koopman, who is allowed to come back here anytime. All right. We're moving right along. Like Kermit the Frog. Are you ready? Are you ready for your next comedian? Then keep up that energy now for Maeve Connor!
So I learned how to drive last year. And one of the reasons why I learned how to drive was because my wife thought it'd be like really good if I knew how to drive in case of emergencies. Which, like, I think it's very cute that she thinks I'd be helpful in an emergency. Don't have a great track record. For example, a few years ago, I was in my apartment and flames started shooting out of the wall. And that's how I learned that flames can just start shooting out of a wall. Didn't know, right? And so you all look pretty smart. Like, what do you think you should do if your apartment's on fire? Does anyone have any ideas? Leave. Run. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Anything else? Call 911. Interesting. Okay. So what I did was I grabbed my phone. I stayed in the room that was on fire. And I called my dad. And my dad is not a firefighter, he is a psychologist. And my dad was like, you call 911 for that. That is true. It turns out you call 911 for that. So at work right now, I am being trained on how to be part of an emergency operations center. Anyone here work in government? No? Okay. Well, not ideal, right? Not ideal. But you know, like when you're interviewing for a job and you're like, yeah, like this job pays more than my current job. I really want this job. And then you just start like hearing things come out of your mouth. Like you're like, I'm a people person. Or like, I love a challenge. Or like, I would never take a midday bath while working from home and be like, sorry, my camera's broken. Like, that'd be so weird. So I got this job, right? And you're like, and then you're like in this job, and you know they're like, oh, I remember you said you like loved like you know like working in a fast-paced environment. And you're like, well, that doesn't sound like me. I think that was somebody else. Like the kind of work environment I prefer is kind of like the one on like the Sleepy Time Bear box. Just like rocking chair, a little cozy hat, well-controlled fire, you know. It's very, very soothing, you know. That's what I like. But yeah, so I have this new job. And so in this job, like, say, like, if there was, like, a wildfire or something, and, like, they need to, like, let people know, like, how to stay safe, it might be, like, my job to, like, tell the media what people should do. And so I imagine that would go a little something like this. And be like, oh, like, I'm Blair Johnson on, like, K2 News, like, you know, I'm here with Maeve Connor. Like, we know these wildfires are coming close to residential areas. Like, Maeve, what should people do? And I'd be like, I think call my dad, probably. I don't have his number memorized. Just a second. Okay, so I forgot to charge my phone. So good luck, everybody. Thank you. So yeah, we'll see if that happens. But yeah, like I said, I work in government. I work in public health most of the time. And so working in public health, you know, like there are things that I learn sometimes that are a real bummer. Like how few of our kids are vaccinated for measles these days. Vaccinate your fucking kids. There's a measles outbreak. But sometimes I learned something really exciting that really brightens my day, you know? And that happened recently, and so I want to share that with you all. And that is that raccoons in Oregon don't have rabies. Thank you. That's so, like, we're so excited for them, right? And the thing about that is that means, like, if you see a raccoon in Oregon, like, you can pet it. In fact, like, I encourage it. Like, I think you should. Or like, if you see a raccoon, you could like shake its little clawed paw, and that'd be fine. You can do that, specifically regarding the rabies part. Or like, if you see a raccoon and there's like a tree stump nearby, you could like sit across from each other, just like this, across from each other, you know, at the tree stump, and you could have a little tea party, and that's fine. That's official public health advice. It's not. Please don't get me fired. Or if you see a raccoon, for example, you could like knit a little cap for it, and you could just plop it right on its head, and that's fine. That's allowed, specifically regarding the rabies part. Or if you see a raccoon, you could invite it into your house, and that's allowed, specifically about the rabies part. There might be other problems. Don't hold me accountable for that. But you know, you can invite the raccoon into your house, and I hope you do. And then you can bring the raccoon in, and you can tuck him into your bed, and you can kiss him on the forehead, and you can say, or her, or they. Raccoons can be non-binary. All raccoons might be non-binary. I don't know. I'll look that up later. But so. You can kiss little Charlie on the forehead, and you can say, "Good night, Charlie," and that's fine. But like, this is really important. If you're on the East Coast and you see a raccoon and you get carried away and you have a tea party together, you do need to go to the hospital. Raccoons on the East Coast do have rabies. The interesting thing about this joke is that it does a lot better with queer audiences than it does with straight audiences. That's science. I've tested it. I don't know why. The one time I told this joke, and then a straight cis man came up to me afterward, and he was like, "Oh, that joke was really funny. I like the raccoon bit." So he was like the exception, right? And then I was like, "Thank you. Like, yeah, I just really want to be friends with a raccoon." And he was like, "You know, a raccoon wouldn't really want to be friends with you, right?" Like, excuse me, sir? Like, maybe a raccoon wouldn't want to be friends with you. Like, I thought you were a fucking ally, right? All right. That's what I've got. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Maeve Connor! And raccoons, am I right? We're gonna have an after party after this with 40 raccoons. We're just inviting them all into Curious Comedy Theater, and we're all gonna party! That's okay, right? Okay, it's fine. It's been nixed. It's fine. All right, are you ready for your next comedian? Yes. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's get ready for Jay Alexander. Let's do the thing.
Can we get another round of applause for all the comedians who've performed so far? And another round of applause for my pantsuit. Ooh. I love an outfit that screams executive from the waist up and a yoga teacher from the waist down. Very mindful, very demure. I'm new to comedy, as many of my summer camp classmates are. And I'm like racking my brain, like, why did I want to get into comedy so bad, you know? And one of the realizations I came to was I miss cocaine. Just the smell of it. And when I thought about it, I was like, I think I just miss being in a room full of people eagerly waiting to speak for 5 minutes uninterruptedly to a captive audience about their hot takes, barely listening. And with stand-up, I get that. And I go to bed a little earlier, save a little money, just a little less annoying. But yeah, on that note, I am about 3 months sober. Thank you. And I recommend, I think it's good for anyone to quit a habit or something that's holding them back, particularly maybe this side of the, actually, why don't we all just quit something? Let's just try something new. But yeah, I go to meetings. We've done different things. I can't really tell you who goes there or, where they are. But there's some quotes that happen at these meetings, some phrases. And there's one that really irks me. Sometimes people share and they're like, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I think it's a very, it's a fabulous sentiment. But if I tell you it is always the most privileged, out-of-touch person in the room saying it, you know what I mean? It's the person in a three-piece suit and Louboutin saying, if I can do it, any of us can do it. And I'm like, bitch, if anyone can do it, it is you. Yeah. But there's only, I have compassion for myself and other people that struggle with addiction, but we are kind of annoying. We're high needs people, we're always in crisis. But there's only one thing more annoying than people struggling with addiction, and it is someone who just got sober. It's a similar pious nature to someone on a wellness journey. You know what I mean? They're suddenly amassed with knowledge that they really want to share with you, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, you struggle with headaches? You should drink more water. I've been drinking more water lately, and it's just been really changing everything. And I'm like, is this the same person I picked up strung out in Battleground on Thursday? Drinking 2 beers a day really does add up. You might not think you have a problem, but it can add up. And I'm like, this is not the same person who was vomiting and crying in my bathroom, wondering what happened to Quiznos, begging me to Uber Eats us McDonald's, of which I lovingly replied, are you paying? But yeah, in particular, I go to a certain meeting called CMA, which, as you guessed it, the Country Music Awards. No, it's Crystal Meth Anonymous. But there are similarities. I think attendees of both could benefit from some dental care. I think people that go to either of these events, meetings, might be prone to long, overzealous award speeches. And I think that both groups might have fond memories of being barefoot on a country road by a beat-up truck with some rough trade. God, I really gotta call him. Not so demure anymore, I guess. But yeah, one more thing about drugs. Sometimes when you do a lot of drugs, and by you I do mean me, you just watch a shit ton of porn, and sometimes you watch so much porn that when you go to watch regular television, you think it's gonna turn into porn. Not proud of this. I thought I was watching this hot medical video, and 45 minutes in, I'm like, why do I know about the doctor's family? And why am I crying? And I was just watching Grey's Anatomy. Yeah. I thought I was watching this show where these 3 quirky, similar-looking brunette guys were gonna get it on at some point. Turns out I was just watching Friends. I'm only in it for Phoebe. Thank you. Anyway, I've had a fabulous time. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Keep it going for Jay Alexander. Also, Phoebe Hive, rise up. Lisa Kudrow, amazing actress. Wow, okay. Not enough for Lisa Kudrow. It's fine. All right. Are you ready for the headliner of the Stand Up Summer Camp Showcase? Are you ready for this? I told this person, there's nobody that can follow this. And I will not elaborate beyond that. So please make it loud. Get up there. Get your energy up right now for Houston Hunt.
What's up, Curious? So my name is Houston Hunt, and about once a day, somebody comes up to me and asks, "Hey, Houston, do we have a problem?" So I've decided now that I'm going to be a therapist. So, with your therapy, we're going to have Houston. I have a problem. So you're going to ask me questions, and I'm going to answer them, and I'm going to give you an example. All right? Can you teach me how to dance? Yes, I can. Okay? So we're going to start off small with this one. All right? YMCA. All right, everybody now, come on. I want participation. YMCA. YMCA. All right, there we go. All right, another dance. All right, here we go. All right, come on. Now we're going to do it together. There we go. There we go. All right. Give yourself a hand. All right, we got one more, okay? If you know it, sing along, all right? It goes HOTTOGO. All right, you right? You there, right there. You ready? Okay. All right. HOTTOGO. You're great. You're wonderful. All right. So does anybody have any questions they want to ask me? And when I answer it, problem solved. Okay? Just yell it out.
How do I get my cat to love me?
How do you get your cat to love you? All right. Get a dog. Problem solved. Next question.
No one gave me their phone number after my set.
Listen, somebody needs to fix that. And it can't be me. She likes somebody not my type, I can tell you that. All right. Oh, you're no, you don't fit. But what's your question? Problem not solved. What's that?
What's a cure to boredom?
What is a cure to boredom? Okay, chanting, okay? Yeah, that's a great one. So on the count of 3, we're going to say Brat Summer repeatedly, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. Brat Summer, Brat Summer, Brat Summer. Y'all are great. Y'all are great. See? Your boredom's cured. Problem solved. I'm 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Okay? You know what? I'll give you another example. Okay? Where should we take our mother-in-laws on vacation? Listen, if she's a good person, take her to Hawaii. If she's bad, take her to Salt Lake City. I will not be elaborating. All right, somebody else. You back there.
What's the best way to cut a spaghetti squash in half?
What's the best way to cut a spaghetti squash in half?
Yes.
Cheese wire. Ah, see, didn't think I would go practical. Got you there. All right, 3 for 1, problem solved. Okay. All right, got another one?
How can I win at tic-tac-toe?
How can you win at tic-tac-toe? Punch your opponent. Win every time. Anybody else? We got another one.
I'm
You're worried that your head is too small for your shoulders. Get a bigger hat. Problem solved. Listen, I'm 5 for 1. Kiki, we still need to figure out that number thing. If you're going to do that, volunteer in the back. She will meet you at the bar. All right, who's next? Anybody else? What you got?
How can I escape my cult?
How can you escape your cold? Well, that's kind of easy. So what you want to do is join a different cult. And it's called improv. So I think I got one more in here, okay? All right. How do I get revenge on someone playing Kappa as the opening play in Scrabble? It's very specific. So I don't know personally, but I know how my grandmother did it. So I'm at the kitchen table with her, with 2 of my friends playing Scrabble at 16, and I play Kappa, and she gets really mad and goes, "Do you know what my sexual fantasy is, Houston?" Please, God, no. I want to be gangbanged by a bunch of bikers. Grandma, are we talking about Hell's Angels or guys from Tour de France? Because Christmas is right around the corner. So you want me to go in there and go puh, puh, puh on that thing? I got you. But me, Lafayette, Rene, Rougeau want to know, is there a safe word? Grandma, is there a safe word? It's bubblegum penguin. Y'all good with that? Anything else y'all need from me? Yes, just one more thing. Could you hold this? Gentlemen! We go for glory! That's our time. Good night.
Please keep it going for Houston Hunt. I didn't want to spoil anything, but you know what I mean now, right? Nobody could follow that, right? Oh my God. This has been the Stand Up Summer Camp Showcase. Yes. Make it loud for everyone on it. Oh my gosh. As I've repeatedly said, the intro and advanced stand-up courses, early bird registration ends tonight. The Curious Comedy Pageant is happening in the Annex tomorrow night. Please go check that out. It's all sorts of different styles of comedy. It's going to be a good time. Also, you know what? Do what you want with your weekend, but also come to it. All right. Thank you all for being here. You've been amazing. Make more noise for yourself again. And everyone here at Curious Comedy, you've all been amazing. I'm walking away now. Dude, oh no, they turned it off. They decided.
Everyone who performed, come to the stage for a final photo. Come on stage.
I have to do this.